Africa is a continent, is the second continent in the world. Africa covers the area of 303 million square meters. Therefore, Africa is a plateau in the big part. A plateau is a raised piece of land that is relatively flat on top. Therefore, Africa has 2.2 million people as its population in general. Therefore, Africa is very attractive to the tourists of near and far. Africa has good sunshine and heavy rainfall. It receives heavy rainfall mostly in East African Plateau. Then Africa is crossed by equator and both tropics, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Therefore, Africa as is a plateau, it is supporting all kinds of constructions of all types of settlements can take place for better living of our citizens in the best way. The plateau of Africa is the highest in East Africa, and it slopes towards west. Therefore, most of western river flow westwards. Then Africa has Kilimanjaro as the highest mountain in the whole continent, and Lake Victoria is the largest. River Nile is the longest. Africa has heavy rainfall in general. Is very supportive in agriculture, rearing of animals and growing of crops. Here I mean cash crops and food crops. The African plateau is about 700 million years ago into existence, or in the existence, and has helped a lot of past generations and still supporting the current generations, and Africa is standby to support the future coming generations with the best qualitative futurity. Therefore, all kinds of settlements are very suitable in Africa, and conducive for agriculture around them, and we have good climate and weather, many rivers in the whole continent, and many lakes too, mountains and in big numbers. We have volcanoes and mountainous region is full of broken mountains, as well as volcanoes in big number, are all very attractive to tourists from near and far. Therefore, the parts of Africa which are over 300 meters above sea level are considered as a plateau. Therefore, Africa, we have to make sure that this plateau, Africa, we know is endowed with the mineral sources and resources, like wet waters land. In South Africa, there is gold there, and the Shaba copper belt. Everywhere we have resources and their sources. Forests, rivers, mountains, high grasses, equatorial forests, tropical rainforests, and tropical forests too. They are all available here. So Africa must be made the better place and the safe place, safer than others for human existence, and the better ground of international security and securities of all kinds, whereby we the rulers need to make Africa to be the United States of Africa too. Single continent with no inside crossing borders. So one continent, no inside the borders, so every African can live everywhere needs. Therefore, heavy industries are going to be constructed, agriculture is going to be boosted, heavy industries, light industries, processing industries, manufacturing industries, all in general gonna be considered in the first priority list among others. So we are going to deal with this big business in our first red hand, and we are going to make sure that security shall be our main agenda, and the construction of modern railway lines and highways from north to south, from west to east, throughout the continent. So the population is gonna have highest educational quality and quantities leading to discovering of new sources and resources, and Africa shall be made the fountain of knowledge. And as the sources here, I mean tangible resources and intangible ones. Here, intangible ones, here I mean the tertiary services. Goods are going to be manufactured in high production, in high quantities and qualities too, targeting for internal consumption and international markets demands balancing and with the total supplies. So we are going to supply a lot of production of all kinds from Africa to all the world markets, targeting the consumers of youth and young and already both sexes, and the rich peoples. We shall guess their needs and their ostentation goods shall be manufactured. The normal goods and inferior goods, all of them shall be manufactured with our industries, and shall be standby class 1 to process all agricultural production for better storage for long run, and security must be maximized for long run, and wealth and health shall be also maximized. Total sanitation and human population is the new generations shall be taught 20,000 verbs in 38 tenses. So Barafinda Sechikuba Fred the Ruda President, I am coming. So I delayed in the corner coming, but now I have covered it, and I am on the proper road map coming all over the continent of ours of 55 states, whereby I need all of them to remove the borders and have a single continent with single political plan of USA to United States of Africa to call me at my handset. Here I mean mobile handset at plus 250 78 34 28 622, and also can find us at www.ruda.tk. You can as well find us on YouTube, searching Barafinda or Ruda. Facebook, we are there. Find Bara FBS, search. Then you can even search Ruda, and you can as well go on YouTube and Twitter, Google Plus, never forget all of them, and Instagram. Everywhere you think mass media is of high value to you, we are there, of all kinds. So we took the serious and decisive decision to work hand in hand with the mass media, because it is very, very easy to give or to pass the information about the current situations and the ways of skinning an animal in all styles. We want to make Africa the most productive continent, more than all other continents globally. because Africa is still in its original original and its location of origin since it was created. Since its creation, Africa never moved even a single meter, but is in standby class 1, but has a problem of being eaten by the surrounding water bodies. Is losing 3 centimeters yearly. Therefore, we shall think of new plans of constructing and living on water bodies, or in the future plans of setting and forging and creating new knowledge of living in the houses constructed in a way such that it can float on those land masses, therefore of water masses. So we shall build very many scientific and technological houses floating on water masses in the future time to come. This is the greatest new political party plan of ours called RUDA. RUDA is Rwanda Revolutionary United Democratic Advancers for 200 good many causes. Ni ishyaka nyarwanda riharanira ubumwe bw'abanyarwanda muri demokarasi yihuse ku mpamvu nziza nyinshi 200. So long, all my global people, and we say musigara amahoro bantu banje bo kwisi hose, and farewell all my global citizens. Ngaho bantu banje baturiye isi yose, baturage beza. So you are very, very nice and very, very important. You are muhimu. Uko muhimu kwa upande wangu. Nimewasalamu nyinyi watu wote duniani. Asante sana kunisikiliza. Sasa tutaonana kwa siku za uso. Mimi niko standby class 1 hapa nchini Rwanda.